Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily tarot video forecast. This is for, let's see, what is it for? January the 25th is what this is for. And I forgot to make my phone go silent, so let me take care of that really quickly. So sorry. There we go. No distractions. All right, so we're going to look at Aries for January the 25th. I do offer private readings either by phone or by Skype, and the best way to schedule one of those is to use the contact information listed on the website in the description box below. And I am using the not Druidcraft Wildwood Tarot today. Had this deck a little while. This is actually my second Wildwood deck. I had to retire the other one a few years ago. I should retire this one. All right, let's see. Aries, the first thing that you got is the Hooded Man in reverse. And you have the Shaman right side up. And you have the Five of Stones in reverse. So, this is interesting. This is really interesting, Aries. I like what I'm seeing here. Hello there, Sherry. Glad you're here. So, with the Hooded Man in reverse, this is telling me that you have spent some time really being introspective and thinking about things about yourself, particularly about somebody that you have been separated from or spending time away from, maybe not communicating with. There's something going on with somebody that you have not been together with. And this not being together with this person has really made you go inside and introspectively think about, what do I really want? Why am I doing this? Do I want to keep doing this? Do I want to stop doing this? What's going on there? Okay. So I have you really thinking about that, Aries. And then we also have the shaman. The shaman is the one who manifests things, who creates things. Okay. The shaman knows how to take all the elements and use them to create whatever it is that they want. So we have you coming out of this time of consideration, of thoughtfulness, of introspection, and creating what it is you want. Introspection helps you understand what it is. And part of what you want to be more with the outside world or with a particular person. And so you are taking care of that and doing that. And the trigger for all this thoughtfulness that has made you to come to the point where you're manifesting this reconnection, basically, is that we have this card, the endurance, showing up in reverse. This just tells me that you have been separated from somebody for a while, and now that separation is coming to an ending. So that caused you to really think about things and decide, you know what, that's what I want. I want this to come to an end. I don't want to continue to be separated from this person or this group of persons. Okay, so that is for Aries for the 25th. Hello there, Miss Alicia. Welcome. Angela. Hey, hey. I certainly understand that, Miss Angela. Alrighty, so next we're going to take a look at Taurus, and this is Taurus for the 25th of January. I do offer private readings either in the form of phone call or Skype. So if you're interested in that, all you have to do is get a hold of me on the contact information listed at the website in the description box below. Let's see what we have for Taurus. Taurus, Taurus. Hello there, Sequoia. Welcome. Glad you're here. Alrighty, so Taurus, what you have showing up is the Six of Arrows in reverse. And my Eight of Arrows or struggle card in this deck. And we have the Three of Arrows showing up. Okay. So what's going on for you here, Taurus? Okay, so Taurus, there's been something that has happened that has caused you to have some heartache or heartbreak. I think that for a lot of you, this has been a health issue. It may be an emotional issue, but for a lot of you, I think this is a health issue that has happened that has really sort of set you down and made you think. Because of whatever this is, that has given you the heartache or heartbreak. Now what you're doing is you're transitioning. You're changing your lifestyle. You're changing your lifestyle into something that supports better health for yourself. And it looks like this is a struggle for you. This is something that you may need to find some support or some help or some kind of aid. Like if you're just trying to quit smoking cold turkey, maybe you need to find some gum or some lollipops or something so that you've got something to do to play with your hands around your mouth. I don't know. It's just an example. But now, this doesn't have to be a health issue for all of you, and you don't have to be changing things around your health. This can also very easily, with this Three of Arrows, be something about emotions, where you got hurt emotionally, and now you're making changes to, I think, where you have heartache or heartbreak, you may be trying to go back to something that feels more comfortable for you. Maybe you're trying to find somebody who would be a comfort to you as you go through the heartache or heartbreak. And I think you're having a struggle even just getting to that person. But like I said, I feel like for most of you, we're talking a health issue here that you're recovering from and that you've decided, you know what, I'm going to be very proactive, make sure this doesn't happen again. I'm changing my lifestyle. I'm doing things better now. I am taking better care of my body. That's what I see for most of you Tauruses whenever I look at these cards. Farah Sophia, hello, hello. Glad you're here, my dear. Let's look next at Gemini for January 25th. I do offer private readings either by phone or by Skype. The best way to schedule one of those is to contact me with the contact information listed on the website in the description box below. Gemini, Gemini. Geminis, I'm feeling like you guys have a little bit of like, I don't know, this almost feels like stage fright, like when you're afraid right before you step up on stage about making a presentation or something. You guys have stage fright? Are you a little nervous about something, Geminis? Nervous about how something is going to go or if you'll be able to pull it off? You will. It's just stage fright. Once you're doing it, you'll be fine. Okay, Geminis, you guys have the Shaman coming up in reverse. You also have the Seven of Stones coming up right side up. And you have the Four of Vessels showing up in reverse. Okay. So, what do we have going on here? Geminis, I definitely think you guys could be healing from something that could possibly be more physical than anything else. With this Four of Vessels in reverse, I see some boredom here. And whenever I feel into this, I feel like a lot of this boredom is because you feel like you're not being utilized to your full potential. You're feeling like there's so much more that you could be doing, which kind of to me means maybe you're not doing everything that you normally do. It's kind of a backwards way of saying that. Maybe you're not doing everything that you would normally do. With this Shaman coming up in reverse, this is telling me you're having a hard time manifesting the things that you want. In fact, you may be manifesting exactly opposite of the things that you want. So where you're feeling bored, the Shaman this really is kind of saying, once again, both of these cards really say, once again, I'm not being utilized to my full potential. The Shaman is the master manifester. He can do wonderful, amazing things. I mean, nobody can really stand in his way. The Shaman does things because nobody's ever told him that he can't. And he doesn't know that he can't. So he's just going around manifesting those things that he wants, he or she. Okay. This says, hey, I'm bored. I'm not being used to my full potential, not being challenged enough in my life. There are things that, I really would like to do more than this. I'm bored. This is tedious. It's ho hum. It's so predictable. I could do this in my sleep. That's what this card says. Now you've got the Shaman here. You're having a hard time manifesting something that challenges you. You are way overqualified for whatever it is that you're doing. Way overqualified. Okay? And then we've got the Seven of Stones here, which in this deck is my healing card. I think what's going on is you're way overqualified for where you are, and you're fixing to heal up that situation. So wherever it is that you're way overqualified, I think that you are either going to be getting people to recognize that you can do more and allowing you to do more, giving you the freedom to do more. Or you're going to be finding some other place to be where you can do everything that you're qualified to do, and where you can be challenged intellectually or challenged career-wise or challenged personally. So you are growing and expanding, because right here you're just way overqualified, and there's no room for growth. Okay? So basically, Gemini, what you have going on is you're bored where you are. You're not feeling like you're utilized to your full potential. You're way overqualified, and you're deciding to fix that. You're looking for some kind of position where you are no longer overqualified, where you can grow and expand. Okay? That's what we've got going on for Geminis for the 25th. All right, let's look at Cancers. Oh, wow. I'm so sorry, Sherry. Okay, let's take a peek next at Cancers for January 25th. I do offer private readings for those of you who are interested, and those are done either by phone or by Skype. The best way to schedule one of those is to use the contact information on the website listed in the description box below. Cancers. Ooh, baby. You guys have what I think of as your card. Actually, it's more of a Taurus card, but I like Cancer on this card too. The Green Woman and the Challenge card in reverse and the Woodward in reverse. Okay, so what we've got going on here is that you are somebody who is very nurturing, uplifting, someone who, you really encourage and help people a lot in their lives, everyone around you. It's kind of your normal personality, okay? And as this person, there has been something that has been really causing a challenge for you, somebody that you've been trying to help, encourage, or uplift, and you've really been running into challenges with this because you're just not sure how much you're actually helping them. And so you're not sure if you're putting your energy into like this black hole or if it's actually doing any good. And so this has been kind of an inner back and forth with you, like, should I keep doing this? Should I keep trying to help this person? Should I not? Maybe even making some excuses for them, that type of thing. Okay? Now, what we have here is you're realizing that, you know what? I'm getting some really good clarity on this. And now I'm seeing what I want to do with this. It's interesting. I really don't have an outcome with this. What we have going on as the trigger for this, though, is the Woodward in reverse. And the Woodward in reverse is just saying that you're having to make a judgment call. You're having to decide about somebody and their actions. This person that you've been trying to encourage and uplift and being very generous with, this person has done something that did not turn out well. And you really have to make the judgment call on the 25th about, you know what, was this really their intention, how this outcome came out? Was that really their intention? Or did they have a better intention and this just went off the tracks and they didn't know how to fix it? That's what you're having to figure out. And I don't think you believe you can necessarily trust all the sources who are trying to give you information on this one. So you're really having to figure this out with your gut, Cancers, which is okay because, you're strong intuitively. So that's all right. So after you figure this out, after you make this decision, that is when this person that you're encouraging or uplifting and you've been having this tug of war about, that's when this does not become a challenge anymore. Whatever this is that you figure out, that you decide, brings you the clarity to know what you want to do moving forward with this person. Okay? This gives you clarity as to, okay, yeah, I think this person had good intentions and things just turned out badly. I want to continue to try to encourage, uplift, and support them. Or you decide, you know what, this person was trying to do something a little bit passive aggressive and thought they would get away with it. And you know what, I'm not encouraging and supporting that anymore. I'm done. I'm out. Okay? So there's going to be a decision that you're making. Either way, And that decision is going to be based on this person's actions and their intentions as you see them through your perspective. All right. And then once you have evaluated that, you'll be able to make this other decision and you'll be able to bring it into that inner turmoil of, is what I'm doing helping or hurting? Okay. So those are nice cards. I'm glad to see that coming up for you, Cancers. You notice you guys are very intuitive, and Spirit didn't actually give me the answer to that outcome because Spirit is expecting you to use your own intuition and get there yourself. Isn't that funny? All right, next up we have Leos for January the 25th. By the way, Leos, I do offer private readings either by phone or by Skype should you decide that you want one. The best way to get a hold of me and schedule one of those is to use the contact information listed on the website in the description box below this video. What do Leos have coming in? I'm hearing the word shell-shocked. I think there's something going on that's going to have you feeling kind of shell-shocked on the 25th, Leos. Let's see what the cards are saying. Whatever it is, it looks like it's probably pretty good here. You've got some decent cards. You do have the frustration card, but you've got that followed by the celebration card and by the joy card. So I think your shell shock actually could be that there's something coming in that is very surprising that you weren't expecting, that possibly even is very good. Okay, so what's going on here? All right, let's just start here. So we have frustration, and it is tied in with a celebration. Okay, so this celebration is a family thing. This is like somebody is coming back to the nest. This can be coming in for a birthday party, a first communion. This can be somebody just moving back home. But I think there's a lot of frustration around whatever the celebration is. There's definitely something to be celebrated here, and you are celebrating it with other people. However, there is some frustration about how this is going off. I think maybe you wanted the celebration to be a little bigger than it was. Maybe not as many people showed up as you would like. Okay. But there's definitely a celebration happening. To me, the frustration does not seem like a huge thing. Not in the grand scheme of things. Okay. And the trigger for the celebration has to do with the Three of Cups, has to do with friendship. And I'm hearing even the renewal of friendships. Okay. So this may be that, there's somebody you haven't seen in a while, and there's this party or celebration that you're kind of frustrated about, but still there's this party or celebration. And that's because of a renewal of friendship or some friendships. You're spending good time with friends. And because of spending good time with friends, I think that's when this is planned, or yeah, I think that's when this is planned. So I don't think that spending good times with friends is necessarily happening on the 25th. It could if you're putting something together really fast. But because of spending some time together with friends, you do plan this celebration. I do think it's coming together fast. I'm just not sure it's coming together like within 18 hours fast, because there is some frustration about planning this. So I think that frustration could be just throwing something together so fast, and you want it to be really cool either way. Okay, Wolfheart, hello, hello, welcome. Glad to see you here. Nice that you're here while I'm live. Is it Saturday yet? No, we're still in the weekend. Okay, we're still during the week. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. You guys are up next, and this is for January 25th. Do know that I offer private readings either by phone or by Skype. Best way to schedule one of those is to use the contact information listed on the website in the description box below. Virgos, you're feeling a lot of tension, like tight. I'm not even sure you know exactly why you're feeling so tense on the 25th, but I'm feeling like this tension in my neck. I think you've got a lot on your plate. Let's see what the cards have to say for you, Virgo. All right, so you have the Ace of Arrows in reverse, and you have the Journey in reverse. Plus, you have the Forest Lovers in reverse. Okay. All right, so what is going on that's triggering the rest of what I'm seeing here is that you have some kind of partnership that you're not able to see things eye to eye with this other partner. Okay, can be a romantic partnership. In a lot of cases it will be, but this can also be a business partnership or a friendship or even a family relationship where you work closely together on different projects. Okay, whatever is this partnership, you're not seeing eye to eye very much with this person on the 25th. Because you're not seeing eye to eye with this person on the 25th, this means that you are waiting for communication from them. It seems like there's some kind of question about something moving forward, and you're waiting for communication from them. And meanwhile, while you're waiting, with this journey card in reverse, you don't get to move forward, neither one of you. Like the situation that you're working on together just doesn't get to move forward because you're still waiting on communication, and you're waiting on communication, excuse me, because you guys are having a hard time seeing eye to eye. All right. That is for, who was that for? Virgo. Thank you guys for the thumbs ups. Thank you for sharing this video. And thank you for subscribing and hitting the notification bell if you haven't already done so. Next up, we're doing Libras for January the 25th. I do offer private readings for those of you who are interested either by phone or by Skype. All you have to do is reach me at the contact information listed on the website in the description box below. I need to make a recording of that I can just hit that button every time. Libra, Libra, Libra. Okay, Libra is what you have showing up is the stag, the salmon, and the wanderer in reverse. Okay. This is interesting. All right, so Libras, it looks like you have been considering something about somebody, whether you want to go forward with this person or not, or go forward with this situation or not. It would be something that you started as a leap of faith, not knowing where it would go. So this could be somebody that you hired onto your company, not knowing how they would work out. This could be any kind of project that you started, not knowing where that would go. You know, there's lots of different ways that this can manifest, but this is something that you started as a leap of faith and you're deciding after much deliberation to continue on with this thing. Okay, that's our trigger. Our trigger is that you're deciding to continue on with something that started out as a leap of faith. So, what is this that you're working on continuing? We do have the stag showing up here. Now, the stag talks about somebody in a leadership position who has a lot of authority, but also a lot of respect. They respect all of their people, and their people respect and admire them and follow them very easily. And then we also have the salmon, and the salmon is somebody who can be self-sacrificing, very much so. They can put their needs and wants last on the back burner. Okay, so you've got somebody who's a very strong personality here, showing up right next to somebody who is very much more submissive type of person. And I think what's going on here is that you may be in a relationship with somebody who is, well, you could be either person in this actually. Libra, you could be the leadership person, or you could be the more submissive, the person that just wants to make the person in leadership happy, and so they're just doing whatever that person would like. You could be either personality in this, but what I think is going on is that you're deciding to continue on in this relationship with this person, whether it's your boss, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, you know, mom, dad, sibling, neighbor, whatever. You're choosing to continue on in this relationship, even though there's a little flavor of this person maybe putting their needs behind this leadership person's needs. I still feel like, even if this is you, I still feel like you're considering and deciding, you know what, I want to go ahead and continue interacting with this person or relating to this person as we move forward. I think that you've actually thought about not interacting with this person. So if you're the leadership person, you may have thought, you know, I'm not so sure I want to continue with this person who listens to me or who is so submissive, or, you know, whatever. And then also if you're the submissive person, you may have thought, I don't know, this guy or this girl is just too pushy, and they, you know, they demand a lot. You know, I just don't know. So I think you've really thought about it, and We've come to the conclusion that, yes, you want to stay in this situation with this other person. Okay? So that was for Libra. That was an interesting read. Next up, Scorpio. Did you? Very cool. I'll check that out later, Wolfheart. I do check all the comments almost every day. I try to check all the comments every day. So thank you for those of you who are commenting. It's always good to get feedback. All right, so this is for Scorpios for January 25th. Fellow Scorpios, if you would like a private reading, I do offer those by phone or by Skype. The best way to schedule one of those is to check out the contact information on the website listed in the description box below. Fellow Scorpios. We feel kind of tired to me, Scorpios. I think there's a bit of situation we've been dealing with for a while, and we're just kind of tired. We're kind of getting to the point that we're just like, you know what? I don't know that I even want to think about this anymore. I've been trying to unravel this puzzle for a while, but maybe it's okay if it stays all raveled up. Let's see what our cards say, fellow Scorpios. Whoops. Okay, so for the 25th, we do have the frustration card in reverse. Waters of life in reverse. And clearance in reverse. Okay. All right, Scorpios, I'm feeling a little bit of emotion here. This is why we're tired. We're tired of feeling so much emotion and having so little progress. We do have with the frustration card coming up in reverse, this means that we are finding the end of something that has been frustrating us. We're coming to the end of that. We're not letting this thing frustrate us anymore. The thing that we're not letting frustrate us anymore is there's a situation where somebody has shown us their true colors, and their true colors aren't as pretty as we thought their true colors were. And I think that we were really frustrated by that for a while. That really bothered us. That really bothered us for quite a while. But now we're coming to the point where, like, well, you know what? I'm just accepting that's who this person is. Okay, that's who they are. Now I know. Now I know. And, we're changing our perspective about that person. We're changing our perspective about how much we want to interact with that person or not interact with that person. Okay. And the reason that we're doing that, our trigger point here, is we have the Seven of Bows, which is our clearance card, but it's in reverse, which is kind of saying that just when we think that we've got things cleared up and things should be fine and tidied up and neat, and there should be closure and everything should be fine, then there's something else that pops up. Okay. And we're just tired of dealing with the something else that pops up. I don't think that we ever really got any closure on this situation, but I think that as long as we keep dealing with stuff that just kind of pops up, we're just getting more and more tired of the situation. It's getting to the point we don't really care if we have closure now. Whatever. It is whatever. I just got to look at something else. I got to focus on something else because this thing is dragging me down, man. That's what I think's going on with us. We're, something else is coming up about this situation, and we're just tired of thinking about it. We're tired of looking about it. I think whenever this thing comes up, we're just kind of like, who cares? Who cares? What did we expect? What did we expect from that situation? And so that's really an end of frustration, just to be at the point of like, okay, I'm just too tired to care anymore. I'm just really too tired to care anymore. It doesn't hurt my feelings anymore because I just don't care. I've been hurt to the point that I'm numb and I don't care. Okay. So that's what we have coming up for Scorpios for the 25th. Luna, hello, hello. Nice to see you here, my dear. All right, let's look at Sagittarius next. This is Sagittarius for January the 25th. January the 25th. Sagittarius. I do offer private readings for those of you who are interested, either by phone or by Skype. You can find out how to get a hold of one of those readings by using the website listed in the description box below this video. Sagittarius. Boy, we are getting the frustration card a lot today. Holy Toledo. You got the same exact cards as Scorpios did, but just not all the same way. That's interesting. I know you guys saw me shuffle, so here we go. Sagittarius, you got the frustration card, but it's right side up. You got the Ace of Vessels card right side up, right next to that. And this is so wild. Same position, but not all the same direction. The clearance card. Sagittarius, I know you're right next door to us. All right, so Sagittarius, whenever you have the frustration card with this, what's this called? The new life, the waters of life. This is telling me that there is some kind of new love or some kind of renewal of love that is coming into you, and you're just really frustrated. You're like, really? Why am I doing this? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I really think you're frustrated with yourself because you're not really. I think Sagittarius, you're still in a point where you're not really trusting new love, and you're definitely not trusting renewed love. So I think you're frustrated at yourself for being open enough to even let this in the door. But you are letting it in the door. Isn't that interesting? And the reason that you're letting it in the door in spite of your frustration is because you have been doing some emotional healing. Maybe you and this other person have been doing some emotional healing together, but certainly you have been doing some emotional healing. And so as you have cleared out old baggage, now you have made way for new love. Even though it may be frustrating to you, you may be a little bit worried. Well, I don't know if it's really time or not. I don't really think it is. Okay. So that's what you have going, Sagittarius. That was really interesting. Capricorns, you guys are up next. Thank you for all the thumbs ups, all the comments, all the shares. Those of you who have not subscribed, if you'd like to see a video like this again, please subscribe. I do offer private videos or private readings, I should say, either by phone or by Skype. For those of you who are interested, the best way to get a hold of me to schedule one of those is using the description box. No, using the website in the description box below. I think I've said that a little too many times. Alrighty, Capricorn. Capricorn, I'm getting this knot in the pit of my stomach whenever I try to feel into your energy. Feels like there's a little bit of disgust, anger, just kind of knotting you up right now. Let's see what your cards have to say. You have the Guardian showing up in reverse. Empowerment showing up right side up. And you have the Archer. So, with the Guardian in reverse, that just means that you have faced some kind of fear or some kind of temptation and you've come out on top of it. All right. And with the Empowerment card coming up right next to this just means that by facing that fear or temptation and coming out on top of it, this does put you in a more empowered situation moving forward in your life. That's pretty easy to understand, very basic. Now, trigger. How did you overcome this fear or temptation? We have the Archer. The Archer means that you overcame this fear or temptation because you called on Spirit to help you. Sacred Spirit, God, Buddha, universe, whatever word you use for whatever you consider to be your higher power, you called on that to help you to focus and to get beyond whatever this temptation or fear was. And so because of that, you have gotten beyond it and now you're feeling more empowered. Awesome. Very cool, Capricorn. Aquarius is up next for January 25th. I do offer private readings for those of you who are interested in those. Those are available either by phone or by Skype. And you can schedule one by using the contact information listed on the website in the description box below. So, Aquarius. You're trying to go with the flow, Aquarius. You're really trying to go with the flow, but you kind of feel like you're a little bit pinned down. Somebody has you feeling a little pinned down as you're trying to go with the flow. So you're not able to totally go with the flow. Alrighty, cards say, I've got, see, what is this called? Celebration card in reverse. Joy card in reverse. And the breath of life right side up. Okay, so what do we have here for Aquarius? Okay, so Aquarius, what's going on here with these two cards? With that celebration and joy card, both of these being in reverse, what's happening is you're realizing that you can't consider everybody a friend just because they're near you. And you are finding that it's really important to keep business stuff at business and personal stuff at home, not mix the two. Okay. Because you have somebody that you consider a friend, somebody that's in your closer circle, who actually, them knowing everything about both sides of you actually is turning out to be a problem, because they are just, they're running their pie hole a little too much. And they're making things difficult for you because they're letting people know a little bit too much about what's going on in your world. And so really the advice for you is shut your mouth. Keep things segregated. Keep business at work. Keep personal at home. And don't let the two mix, at least for a while. Okay? Now, why is this happening? Because you got a tip off from somebody. Somebody let you know that people knowing too much about your whole life is causing problems. Somebody has said something to you, and that's made you very aware. And so now you're realizing that, you can't trust all your friends to keep their mouths shut when they need to have discretion, to be able to figure out when to talk and when not to, when to blab and when not to blab. All right? Okay, so that was for Aquarius. Next up, we do have Pisces. Pisces. This is Pisces for January 25th. Of course, I do offer private readings either by phone or by Skype. Best way to schedule one of those is by using the contact information listed on the website in the description box below. Pisces, what you have is the instruction card. You also have the Swan card. And you have the Adder. Okay, so Pisces, on the 25th, you guys are learning something from somebody who is very smart in business. They're able to think things through very logically, but they're also encouraging and uplifting. Okay, so learning something. You could be going through orientation at work. You could have a mentor that's talking to you. This could be a good friend that's passing along good ideas to you, but you are learning something. And also this person who is passing along information to you is somebody who has been through the rigors. They know what they're talking about. They have lived through the worst of the worst, and they're still standing. They know how to teach you what you need to do to keep going and keep going well and improve your situation. So you want to pay attention to them. They're teaching you well. Now, the reason that this person is teaching you well has to do with somebody in charge that has told this person to teach you well, or has told you need to find a mentor. Who's it going to be? And you've chosen this person. Or this person is just taking you under their wing because of this bossy person's orders. Okay, so this very well could be a boss man, but it doesn't have to be. But it is somebody that does have some authority in general. Okay, so we're not talking about the dishwasher in the cafeteria at work. We're talking about somebody who has some authority, has sort of set this whole process in motion of you learning from this other person. Okay. And that is for Pisces. I think that covers us all. Thank you guys for stopping by and for hanging out with me. I do appreciate all of your time. Those of you who haven't subscribed yet and would like to see a video like this again, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I try to do these fairly often. Those of you who have shared this video with other people so that it can be helpful to others, thank you, thank you. Those of you who are writing comments, thank you, thank you. And those of you who are giving it a thumbs up, thank you. I appreciate all of your support as I grow this channel. Everybody have a fantastic, wonderful, thrilling, and peaceful day, and I'll see you guys all here the next time around. Peace out.